for the lady of the evening, the very funny Brenda!
Hello. So, first of all, the host here can never remember my name, and that's probably because every time I come here, I give him a different one. My name is actually Sarah. So thank you so much for the applause. I appreciate it. It wasn't quite loud enough, but we'll work on it. If y'all haven't caught on, today is my birthday. And all I wanted for my birthday was an audience. So I manipulated my friends and family into coming here on a Wednesday night. And they're all being such good sports because they know that, like Tinkerbell, I need applause to live. I love my friends, especially my really weird ones. I have a very lovely friend, my buddy. He always goes along with my antics. And I appreciate this so much because my antics, although tame, are a little weird. We used to work together, and for a while I suggested that at 2 p.m. we should listen to classical music because it was a better way to end the day. About a week later, I then suggested that we should have tea parties every day at our break. And then randomly, one day, I discovered a website that translates text into Morse code. So I started sending him every email in Morse code. And he went along with this, and I appreciated it. And one day he told me that he'd actually always wanted to learn this. And I was a little confused, and so I asked him why. And he told me that he always thought in an emergency, it would be a very useful skill to have. And to this day, I am still trying to determine what kind of emergency he would be in where Morse code would be the solution to save either his or somebody else's life. Like, we worked in maritime, and even working in maritime, we don't use Morse code anymore. Ships have satellites. They can text, they can call, they can email, and they do this all in English and every other language in the world, but not Morse code. So all I can imagine is that one day his car is going to break down on the side of the road, and he's going to pull out his Morse code keyer, because his phone is going to be dead, and he's just going to be like, Smithsonian, SOS, car broken down, Portland, Oregon, I don't understand latitude and longitude, send help immediately. And since the universe likes proving me wrong, I guarantee you that there's going to be some nerdy child at the Smithsonian in Washington looking at this exhibit, being like, I know what they're saying, we need to send someone to help him right away. So I used to work with this friend, and I miss working with him a lot. I miss working with everyone at this job, but I no longer work there anymore.
Woo! Yeah!
They all know it's coming. They live through it. So about a year ago, I quit my job, and it was a horrible job. Days, nights, weekends, early mornings, on call. There was no work-life balance whatsoever. However, that did not play into my decision to quit my job. What did play into it was my boss hitting on me.
Ew.
Yeah, it was very gross. He made it very apparent that he likes my legs a lot, and now, I will show you, he's not wrong.
Yeah.
Not wrong at all, but I shouldn't have been aware of it. And so when I did become aware of this, I decided that I had to quit. So I got dressed one morning, I put on a cute little dress, some ass-kicking boots, made sure I felt incredibly confident, and I walked into my office. And I had my resignation letter in hand. I was about to walk into HR's office and drop it when something caught my eye. It was a cake. You see, it was my birthday, and I realized that they were going to throw me a birthday party. And in that moment, I realized that this would be the only time in my life that I could have my cake and eat it too. So I went on with my day, I went back to work, and by work what I mean is I slowly moved everything out of my desk and into my car and deleted every single project I was working on for the company. Probably miss friends in my family, but we'll get there later. And let my coworkers throw me a little soiree. And at this little birthday party, they all went around in a circle and talked about what a great employee I was, how lucky the company was to have me. And as soon as I finished my cake, that is when I handed in my resignation. And then I strutted out of the goddamn building. Now, this was perfect. I could not have pictured a better way to quit my job, except that I later found out one of my old colleagues asked, upon them announcing that I had quit the day of, he asked if the reason I had left was because I didn't like the cake. And all I will say is, had it been a chocolate cake instead of a snickerdoodle, I may have finished the day. So I work in healthcare. This is a trait that I inherited from my mother. She has been an ER nurse and a nurse manager for many years, and I'm no longer allowed to say how many years that's been, because I usually exaggerate the number, and if you've ever played cribbage with me, you know I can't count. But growing up with an ER nurse mother is fantastic, because you end up with all these incredibly awkward situations, because my mother has what I like to call knowledge. She knows what happens in people's homes, in their bedrooms, in their cars, on the street. She knows everything. And she knows it before you do it. And one day, she decided that she had to teach me how to use a condom. And this was great. I was 18 years old. She was dropping me off at college. And when I say she was teaching me how to use a condom, I don't mean she taught me. What I mean is she locked me in a hotel room and started screaming at me, "I need to know that you know how to use this." And then she pulled out a condom and a banana. And I was mortified. I was like, "Mom, I'm not showing you how to use that. I need to get out of here." And she continued screaming at me, and I was like, fine. If I show you that I know how to use this, will you let me leave? And she was like, "Yes, just show me." Fine. So I took the condom, took the banana, put the condom on the tip of the banana, and then I put the banana to my lips, and I rolled that shit on like a motherfucking girl. She was not impressed. She began yelling at me even louder. She wanted to know how I knew how to do that, where this talent came from. I just went, Mom, why are you freaking out at me? Bananas go in your mouth. Yeah, complete side note, I ruined Christmas that year because I came home and put condoms on every single banana in the house. So I've learned a lot from my parents, especially my dad. And the one thing I've learned from him is an overwhelming love of aviation. And because of this, I think that is why I take off from every single one of my fucking relationships. But yeah, I taken that with me into dating. I learned a lot from dating. But the main thing is that men aren't very clever. That's why they send a lot of dick pics. They don't have anything to say. And one gentleman one time sent me a dick pic, and he said, "Here you go, baby, this is for a rainy day." I said, "Oh, thank you. It's keeping me dry already." I just got the right. Thank you so much.
Yeah, let her hear it one more time.